actually did die and was brought back to life. When I went into his room, I didn't think he'd ever be okay.
This Nampa mother is celebrating the survival of her youngest son, Gabe. Back in February, Susie Spoolstra Kelly got a late-night call that every parent fears. Her son, a Marine, was in the ICU after a snowboarding accident in another state. Things looked bleak, but today, Gabe's story is so full of hope. Maggie O'Mara has more on Gabe's miraculous recovery in tonight's 7's Hero.
Gabe Spoolstra is a proud Marine, raised here in Idaho, now stationed in California. He loves to snowboard, and he found a great place to do it, Big Bear.
So February 20th, around 1 o'clock, I would say, he FaceTimed me from Big Bear Mountain, going up the ski lift. Hey Mom, how are you doing? It's so beautiful here.
That was the day Gabe's world changed forever.
I would never have expected to have something happen like this.
He crashed and was found unresponsive. EMTs suspected massive brain injury. He was rushed to the emergency room.
Then I got a call from Loma Linda Hospital, the social worker, and she just asked me the worst question I could ever be asked, which is, can you identify your son by his tattoos? And I lost my breath, literally lost my breath.
Gabe's mom, Susie, was still grieving the heartbreaking loss of her oldest son, Zach. He was killed by a drunk driver in 2018. And now, this.
Is he okay? Is he alive? I said, I've already lost one son. I really need you to tell me if he's okay. But they requested me at his bedside, which is never a good thing.
She decided to ask for prayers on her Facebook page.
Pulled over and just put a post out there. I just felt like I need to ask everybody to pray for him. I don't know what's going to happen. I've told he's not going to probably survive till I get there. And it just went like wildfire.
But nothing could have prepared her for what she was about to see.
When I walked in the hospital room, it was the worst possible scenario that you could ever imagine when you see your child. He was having seizures, he was intubated. He just wasn't my son. He wasn't my big, strong Marine, and it was heartbreaking. I just held his hand. I don't think I ate for 3 days. I stood there and just held his hand and prayed for him and just prayed for the Lord to let me see him open his eyes for the first time.
Eventually, Gabe did open his eyes, and he looked right at his mom.
It was amazing. Medically speaking, he shouldn't be sitting here right now.
I don't remember waking up, nothing.
Gabe just kept surprising his doctors.
Most of them say it's a miracle. So that's when I started posting updates every day, because literally the healing was so accelerated. It was day after day, it was a different miracle. It was 3 months I was there.
Susie documented Gabe's journey on Facebook so that everyone could see his progress.
I remember bits and pieces throughout rehab, but when I was in the ICU and critical care, I don't remember anything. I'm a Marine, so I'm just kind of used to, I have discipline more than most people. I did not like being in a wheelchair. I just kept on giving 110%.
6 months later, he is thriving, and Gabe has big goals.
Well, I would like to work towards becoming an inspirational speaker.
He also has a message for people out there who are struggling.
I'll just keep pushing, just find your inner, something inside of you that keeps you going.
This mother and son say the support they receive from the community has been unbelievable. The prayers, messages of support, donations, it means the world.
If I could hug every person that prayed for my son, I would. I can't express. There's not a word adequate actually in my vocabulary to say how grateful I am to everybody who prayed for him.
I just say thank you for praying for my mom, especially because she's been through more than any mom.
You are all 7's heroes.
Gabe is now back in California with the Marines, continuing his recovery. He says the military has been with him every step of the way, providing top-notch care. For more on Gabe's story, you can go to this story on KTVB.com.